What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to do something a little bit different than what I normally do regarding the EX tier list. Usually, what I would do is I would just create a tier list of my own and then decide who I feel is on top, who's on the bottom, for whatever reasons that there may be as far as the game is concerned. And I thought it'd be a little bit fun and interesting to do something different this time to where you guys, all of you viewers, all of you players are going to be the ones deciding what EX character is going to be on top, what EX character is going to be on bottom. Now, the way that I'm doing this is I've created this poll right here for all of you to fill out. Now, the link to this will be in the description below. You guys, all you gotta do is click on it and then decide what character is going to be, the best or not. And the way this works, guys, if you take a look here, you can see that we have true god, we have demigod, lesser deity, intermediate deity, and greater deity. And I also have these numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 being the best, 5 being the worst. All right. So all you got to do is whenever you'll come in here, this is what you guys are actually going to see. And guys, you can click on True God for multiple characters. So for example, if you feel like Omega Rugal is True God, you can just click on this right here. If you feel like Duo Lon is Lesser Deity, you can click on this. If you feel like Nakaruru is a True God, you can click on this. You can click on multiple True Gods, multiple Demigods, and what so have you just to decide, right? And when you guys do this, I really would appreciate if you would throw out your biasms, okay? We all have our favorite characters, but I really would like you guys to be practical about your decisions as far as, what characters belong on top, what characters belong on bottom, okay? This is a complete EX tier list. All of them are on here. If you do have a problem, guys, if you click one that you don't want to click, you can either click clear form or click the opposite one that you want. So like if I click on True God for Nakaruru, which, maybe I think that's not right and I want to go to Demigod, it'll automatically go to here, right? If you make some kind of mistake, you can just clear the form at the bottom. But once you're finished with all of this, then, put all the characters where you think they actually belong on the rankings and then click submit. And whenever you do this, guys, then I'm actually going to get this nice little graph right here that's going to show me exactly where everyone's at. So far, guys, 19 people have filled this out on my Discord. And I'm really, really hoping that we get a whole lot more people to do this as well. The more of you, the merrier, guys. And again, try to keep your biasms out of there. Every time like I've done my tier list, no matter what character it is, no matter if they're my favorite character like Leona, Rugal, you guys know that I will put them on the back burner if I feel that's where they actually belong compared to other characters, right? You want to be fair to all the characters across the board. There may be some players that might troll a little bit, maybe put a certain character on top, just to troll a little bit. But this is what the graph's going to look like, and it's going to show me exactly how many people. So for example, right here, we got Rugal, where 2 people voted for True God for Rugal, right? Demigod, 2, 9 people voted for him, and so on and so on and so on. You have a just complete graph of everybody, right? 17 people here for God Rugal, right? Which is pretty wild, right? I said God over here. This is just a mega Rugal, right? And this is really nice. It's a really easy way for me to see who's going to be on top. And when we're finished with this, I'll use that tier maker that I used before, and we'll actually put the characters according to these stats on that tier maker. Now, as far as how many characters are going to be in True God, how many characters are going to be in the Demigod 2, I'm not really sure exactly. Maybe no less than 5 maybe characters per tier. I'm not really sure. It really depends on your votes. It really depends on how many characters people feel belong in True God or belong in Lesser Deity, and so on and so on and so on. And another reason that I want to do this is that, doing these tier lists honestly gets extremely difficult, right? And I'm happy to do them, guys. I really love doing them. It really provides an idea of where characters stand in the game, right? But I mean, the truth is, like, all these characters are good. Every one of them are good. Even these older characters, like the Street Fighter characters, Ryu and Akuma, Chun-Li, they're still really damn good, right? It's just, how do they compare against all these newer characters that we're getting, like, previously, getting Nakaruru and Haramaru, right, who are just, absolutely insane. And speaking of which, guys, the YouTuber that was able to hit over 1.4 trillion with Nakaruru, that video is up, and I will put it in the link in the description below, or actually I'll just put it in the comments down below, and you guys can click on it and watch it. It's absolutely insane. 1.45 trillion is what that player was able to get. I would give the player a shout out, but I cannot pronounce her name at all. So shout out to that player. You know who you are. But again, guys, you can just click on that link and you can watch that video and just see that absolute insanity. I mean, before that, Jin here was the character that actually was able to get 700 billion at A7. This player was able to get 1.45 trillion with an A5 Nakaruru, which is absolutely bonkers. Just bonkers. It just shows you the level of power creep that we have in this game. And I could definitely go off on a tangent and talk about all this and the goods and the bads. I've made videos about that before, but you know, and by the way, guys, just knowing that she's that damn strong, it might give you an idea where you might want to put her on the tier list. But a lot of these characters, it really becomes very, very tough, you know, like with Kyo and Shermie and Cronin, Angel, the characters that are in the current banner right now, it becomes very, very tough because there's advantages and disadvantages to all these characters. These characters that have these dot explosions, they are insane in reviving Hell's Dungeon. They are absolutely broken in that crap. They're just nutty. Plus, you know, some of them like Akuma or the Street Fighter characters have these immunity cores, which are really, really nice, right? You got a character like Duo Long who has insane survivability with decreased damage received by 99%, right? I mean, he's not the strongest character, but there are advantages to having that character, not to mention all the support buffs, right? I mean, you got Athena, who is, you know, in my opinion, the best support in the game because of her leadership, because of a 100% increase of attack, because of 6% increase of damage. You got Lady Chin, who's just a nutty character as far as damage, especially in Guild Boss Challenge. I mean, and that's why this list, I think, is going to be a better way of doing things, letting you guys vote and decide on who you feel are the best amongst the best. If you feel that, you know, 10 of these characters are true God, put it in there, guys. You know, true God, true God, true God, true God, true God, true God, whatever, right? Whatever you think, do it. But again, I'm really asking you guys to try to be as fair as possible and try to be as unbiased as possible, right? Choose these characters on their merit. Choose the best of the best on their merit. You know, how good are they? What's their utility like? What kind of support do they offer? You know, the way that you weigh out your characters, the way that you value them, put that in that tier list, right? If you're going by solid damage, then obviously Nakaruru and Haramaru are going to be on the top. If you're going by support, then obviously I would think Athena would be on top. But it's really up to you guys as far as, you know, what characters are going to be on the top, on the bottom. And I will do a follow-up video for this tier list showing all the results from what you guys decide to pick on that poll. But I do think this is going to be pretty damn fun. I got a feeling I might end up, you know, roasting some players a little bit because I feel like there's going to be some players that's going to be extremely biased and they're just going to pick, you know, certain characters that are their favorites and just put them in the true God. If that happens, it happens. You know, we'll have a little fun with that. And that's another reason for doing this kind of tier list. You know, I'm just really curious as to who you guys think are the best characters as far as how you perceive, you know, their utility, their support, their strength, and so on. So guys, the link will be in the description below. Please click on that thing, put in your vote as far as who you feel are the true gods, the deity, lesser deities, and intermediate deities, and so on. And remember, again, the scale is from 1 to 5, 1 being the best, 5 being the worst. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. DT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.